Good morning, everyone. This is Srikanth Rajan, and welcome back to the Wealth Management Podcast, where we discuss what's happening in the investment market and, of course, the stock market. So, talking about markets, as usual, yesterday the markets were looking really powerful in the start. They opened, they went down in the early first stage, but then from there was a recovery rally that actually broke the day's high and went further up. In fact, it was looking like very positive, but then from there it lost its steam. And at 22,500, close to 22,500, it had a resistance and it just came down. So at this point of time, markets are actually struggling, but then, of course, where is the ray of hope? So that's something that we need to find out. So at this point of time, of course, like I've been telling, one important thing, this movement, even tomorrow, if it breaks 22,500 or higher also, I am not expecting big movement in the market until the elections are over. So markets can go volatile, go and go upwards and downwards, but then the volatility will continue, but then the markets may not move anywhere. So that's exactly what is happening right now. But this kind of volatility is kind of killing the traders as well, because yesterday also I had to hit a stop loss because the markets were just so bullish in the morning. It was just totally different later in the second half. So, however, markets, that's the reason I always say markets can never be predicted, but always be only anticipated. And if you anticipate right, you make money trading, but if you don't anticipate right, you just lose money. So that was about the market yesterday. But apart from that, if you look at yesterday, there was some important result that came in. That was Hindustan Unilever and Axis Bank. So among the major ones, so Axis Bank actually reported very good results. That means probably we could see some support in the banking sector today. And yesterday, after the Bank Nifty expiry, probably we could see the Bank Nifty actually trying to recover. If that happens, one very important thing to look at is, will it support the Nifty today? Because HUL has a bad news. HUL, I mean, the results were not great. So naturally, one thing that we're seeing at this point of time is there is a consumption reduction, or I would say not reduction, not the growth in consumption is not as great as expected. So especially we are talking about the middle class and the lower middle class, because if you look at HUL, most of the products are going into the middle class and lower middle class. So if you see, those kind of products are actually not seeing big growth in India, but then big growth is actually seen in products which are used by the HNIs or the upper middle class and higher levels. So that is something which is a little concern we would be seeing, because that probably means that whatever growth we are seeing is not actually getting spread across every sector of the country. So that is something that needs to be watched. Well, I'm doing some study on it. Let's see how things go. So apart from that, if you see, bad news for the bank side is, of course, the Kotak Bank has now got a ban from RBI for issuing credit cards. So there is some compliance issue. So that could actually probably again weaken Bank Nifty. So now today it will be the fight between the Kotak Bank and the Axis Bank, who will be more stronger. So the stronger the fall in Kotak, and we might see the markets actually going down. But along with that, if Axis Bank tries to support it and try to go up, probably we'll see some balance in Bank Nifty that could take support to the market. But apart from that, yesterday, if you see the US markets, Tesla, as we discussed, has actually opened very positive, 12% up yesterday. But then overall, the markets, which saw a positivity in the opening in the US, that was not there by end of the day. So markets have actually closed slightly lower. But then today there is again important result, like Microsoft results is out today, Google is tomorrow, and we also have the GDP data in US coming out today. So with all this, US markets are still trying to come out of the struggle. The the speed at which the fall happened, we don't see that kind of positivity in the trying upward movement in the US market. So naturally, overall, the global sentiment is looking weak at this point of time, and not big movements. But then, of course, we need some good, strong news that can actually support the market. If we consider India, specific to India, I would say the big news, of course, would be the election. That would be results which will be out on 4th of June. But along with that, the next important thing, because as results, this time, whatever company results have come, nothing has actually come out with something exciting. So markets are not expecting any exciting result from any company this time. But then even something like not a bad news is kind of a decent okay thing for the market. So unless some company comes with the bad news, which I don't think is also happening, so markets are generally in the neutral phase at this point of time. market needs a push, so that push is something that has to be awaited. And of course, as long as the Middle East problems are solved, Israel and Iran and all the stuff, so that also would be kind of impacting the market for some time. So as of now, markets. But let me tell you something about markets. See, Russia-Ukraine war started, so long, and now it's not ending at all. But still, markets have actually moved forward out of it. Similarly, until we have some real concrete, I would say the initial hiccup. After the hiccup is over, probably markets can again start moving up. But then that needs enough results also. As of now, just DIIs pumping money is not enough to push the market. FIIs are continuing to sell, and there are different theories going on around FIIs selling. But then I would say simple, FIIs are booking profits. Whatever it is, doesn't make a difference. But at this point of time, the DIIs are continuing to support with the money that is there from the retail sector at this point of time. So that is something that needs to be seen. Overall, I feel after the elections, market should get to settle, and that should be the time market should make some movement upwards. So that's it for now. This is Srikanth Rajan signing off, and today being the expiry, of course, the markets can be really volatile, and of course, stay safe. Markets are not easy to be trading in, and take care. Wish you all the best. And before you leave, just do remember, do press the like button and share the podcast with your friends and relatives to help them learn and invest together with us. Goodbye.